My martial arts friends, thank you for clicking on the link. I appreciate it. You know I always do. We are going to do the solo espada portion of our multiple opponents, multiple weapon styles form here. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome, thank you, appreciate you watching, joining us here for these dope little martial arts videos that I try to put out here for you guys. This is the third video in a 4-part video series where I am going through a form that I created that is designed to teach you, to help you train multiple opponents and transitioning multiple weapon styles. If you have not seen the previous videos, go watch those if you'd like to know more about this particular form. Don't want to get into it for those of you that have already seen that. No need to do it again, right? So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna show you what to do with the hands. Hands are pretty easy for this one, for the weapon. So let's just jump into it. Okay, so what we're doing with the espada, this is gonna be on our right hand, okay? We're gonna be in bladed position here. Weapon is gonna be in the number 3 position, okay? We're gonna come back with, we're gonna do an angle 3 up to the number 2 chamber. Then we're gonna do a number 2, back down to the number 3 chamber. Then we're gonna do a 3, back up to 2, but we're leaving the weapon in the backhand thrusting position. You see that there? Then I'm going to do a fluid backhand thrust and turn this immediately into a forehand vertical boom. And that is when I would be throwing my espada, going down to empty hands for just a moment. This portion, I'll get into why we're throwing the espada boom on that part of it when we calibrate it, all right? So, starting from the number 3 position. So we are gonna do a 3 to the number 2 chamber, a 2 to the number 3 chamber, a 3 to the number 2 chamber, but we're keeping it in the backhand thrusting position. Backhand fluid thrust to a forehand vertical strike, and then we would be throwing the espada there. So we're in number 3, 3, 2, 3, backhand fluid thrust to a forehand vertical, throwing the espada. One more time here. I'll face the same direction. Why not? So we're in 3, 3, 2, 3 to the backhand thrusting position. Do our backhand fluid thrust to a forehand vertical strike, and I would be boom, chucking the espada at that part. Let me show you the footwork. Okay, so we will have if you watched the last video, we just did the espada y daga portion of this. We lost our daga in an opponent's face right here, and we have somebody coming up this way at us with their weapon trying to take us out, okay? And so what we're gonna do is I just took out somebody here, got somebody coming here, so I'm gonna use this diamond here, okay? So just so you guys can see, if you haven't seen this, it's all the green lines. And you see how this all comes together, but basically the map with Kali, there's a bunch of these diamonds and circles, basically all over the ground. Drawing this out really helps out to where you can see this stuff in your mind when you don't have it drawn out, okay? So we're gonna start this part of it with our feet together here, okay? Because I've just lodged a knife into somebody's face. I got somebody coming at me and I gotta get out of the way, so I'm gonna retreat up universal evasion here. My opponent would be here, so this actually becomes 90 if they keep traveling up this line. So I'm gonna let them come nice and deep up that line. As I step out, notice how I'm turning my toe in the direction that I am moving. Feet are gonna come together as I reorient 0 here. I'm gonna step left 45 with my left foot. Right foot comes up and steps up. Forward triangle. Feet come together, and we're gonna step up again with that right foot. And you can either bring your feet up or you can come back. But really, actually, you probably should bring your feet up because we're gonna come around over back to this diagram here. From the start, feet are together, and we're using the diamond here. Coming out on universal, stepping, so I'm facing this way now, stepping 90, turning facing this way, stepping left 45, forward triangle, feet come together, 0 degrees, feet come together. Let me have you guys take a look at me while I do it. So let me have you guys look at me do this real quick before we calibrate it. So I'm facing this way, just lodge my dog into somebody's face there. Somebody's coming at me this way, so I'm gonna retreat out on universal. Opponent is here. He's still coming at me, so I'm gonna step 90 this way, turning to face where my opponent is. This becomes left 45. This becomes forward triangle where I'm stepping with my right foot. Feet come together, step up with the right foot. Feet come together, and then I would come around here to meet the final opponent, okay? Let's calibrate this. Okay, so calibration. I will have just, boom, gotten rid of my dogga because it's in somebody's head. This part of the form is meant to be like, boom, dogga, and you're having to defend yourself quick. You move fast because this guy's coming at you, right? So I'm going to come out on universal as I do my angle 3. This is more of an umbrella than it is a strike. That's more of a defensive move than it is an attacking move. He comes again with his angle 1, is what I see in my mind's eye. I'm on my 2, he's on his 1. So I'm going to step 90. That's taking the contradas line. For those of you that know about contradas, taking his hand with my 2, stepping up 45, taking his knee with my 3, bringing this to the thrusting position, and I'm going to jam. I forgot this part when I did this with the hands, when I showed you the hands. When you step up forward triangle and you do the backhand fluid thrust, you need to do a palm down tap with your left hand, jamming their elbow, basically, boom, pinning their arm to their body as you thrust them in the head, boom. We're imagining, at least in my mind's eye with this, I'm imagining battlefield type of stuff, so I'm imagining somebody in armor of some sort that I hit them, this lanced off of it, and they're still going or whatever, so I'm going to step forward again with a vertical and boom, trying to just crush their head essentially with that vertical. That's the final strike. The reason why I'm throwing my espada at that is in my mind's eye, boom, I break my weapon on their skull. This weapon is destroyed. For whatever reason, I can't use it, right? So now I no longer have my espada, and I briefly go to empty hands before I draw my secondary blade here, okay? So one more time from the top. So we're here with the feet together in our number 3 guard position. I'm going to go out on universal evasion with my 3, but this is more like an umbrella. Stepping left 90 with my angle 2. It lands when the left foot lands. Stepping left 45 with my 3, taking out their knee, coming into them and thrusting and shoving their arm with this bottom hand here. Boom, feet come together, and I'm going to do a vertical strike, boom, to their head, throwing the espada and moving around. One more time here before I demonstrate it. 3 3 as I go up universal. Step 90 as I throw my 2. Move up left 45 with my 3 on the low line. Coming into them with a backhand thrust and a left hand tap. Feet come together when I come to chamber, doing my vertical strike to, this is the upper third should be traveling down 0 degrees. Little detail here, left hand should be outside the hip, boom. And I would toss this and move to the final opponent there, all right? Okay, so let me demonstrate this a few times for you guys real quick, and then I'll let you go. That is what I got for you guys in this video. Third one, 3 down, 1 to go for this form. Thank you for those of you who have been watching this from the beginning. You got 1 video to go. You got this whole thing that you can work on. Next up is actually going to be 2 different weapon categories and in 1 line drill. Okay? Anyway, I'll meet you there when I get it uploaded, edited and uploaded. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I think you're awesome. God bless. Deuces.